Hey everybody, Target Pistol Guy. The world is talking about the 1911, at least the world according to Instagram. I blame Seamus and John Moses Browning. But to prove a point that I made on stories yesterday talking about the 1911, I'm going to do some two-handed shooting, and then I'm going to do some one-handed shooting with this 100-year-old platform. So here we go. We are shooting two-handed, as you can see, the easy way out, as I like to call it, and we are firing, I think this is at 25 yards. The one-handed is all at 25 yards. As you can see, the 100-year-old design of the 1911 offers significant advantages. They offered them 100 years ago, and namely that's ergonomics, trigger, and accuracy. The ergonomics and the straight back trigger pull of the 1911 lead to a design that allows the shooter to express the maximum amount of mechanical accuracy in the gun, which in a 1911, because of the locking system and the bushing and the tight tolerances, is very, very high. So as I shoot this, I want you to ask yourself, and I'm a fan of all guns, but ask yourself if your fill-in-the-blank gun can do this. Or let's say if you handed me your fill-in-the-blank gun and I had enough time to train with it, do you think I would be able to do this level of accuracy? I'm going to say that I probably could not. The things that I can do with a 1911, I probably can't do with, let's say, a CZ Shadow or anything like that. And one of the reasons I feel confident in saying that is that at a high level of sport, shout out for the Target Pistol Guy small items pouch available on Teespring. You should buy that. And I put my occluder on that helps me shoot bullseye pistol. That's when shit's getting real. Anyway, back to it. The reason I was going to say that is because at all high levels of pistol sport, whether that is USPSA if you're talking about open, or you're talking about bullseye pistol, or you're talking about service pistol, with very minimal exceptions, most people who can are shooting 1911s. And it's because they're awesome and because they're relevant. So going back to what we're doing here, by the way, if you're shooting hard, one-handed, that's what your hand should look like. We are shooting slow fire here. Typically, when I fire slow fire, it is being shot at 50 yards with one hand. Here, we're shooting it at 25 because I'm in indoor range. But we bring the target back, and at 25 yards, we put, looks like almost 3 in the X ring and 2 in the 9 ring. It's pretty damn good. So let's put up another B8. And let's not shoot slow fire. Slow fire is just one shot, sort of at your own pace. Usually you get 10 minutes to make 10 shots. And let's shoot what's called time fire. And this is 5-shot strings in 10 seconds. I'm not really timing it here, but here we go, 25 yards. You saw me save myself from a flinch, and a lot of times that's what you're doing in bullseye pistol. You'll notice your anticipation about ready to flinch, and you just mentally manage it. There we go. This particular pistol, and I've owned many, many 1911s. This is a Chambers Custom working man's gun. Shout out to Chambers Custom. If you have the time and you have the money, I highly recommend it. I've got a 10,000 round review of this gun on YouTube, and I'm coming up on 15,000 rounds for this gun, so it is no safe clean. So I'm managing the recoil. My recoil is breaking a little bit the wrist. I don't love that, but that's just the way it is. So here we go. We'll pull back the target. We'll take a look at what it is. Not bad, right? So that's a 96. I'll go ahead and count them right here. But yeah, it's 4 in the 9. You could have maybe called it a 97. So that's one reason why the 1911, which we're going to picture here, is relevant, because it maintains, even after 100 years, an incredibly high degree of accuracy. Tell me what you think in the comments. Hold hard, shoot straight.